Are you stuck without any table decorations for Thanksgiving? It's only a day away. I've got some quick and easy tips to make an absolutely gorgeous table, centerpiece, under an hour, and absolutely free. I'm gonna go out and get some greens first, and then I'm gonna take my basket, got my clippers. The first thing I'm looking for is branches from any tree. Now, I live on 10 acres, but you can do this if you're in the city. I have never met a neighbor yet that wouldn't let me prune a few things off their trees. Just ask, or go to a public park. Make sure that you're taking small clippings that will be unnoticeable. You can pick up beautiful fall leaves right off the ground. Then I'm gonna look for some larger items like pine cones, even acorns, and on our property we have buckeyes. If you can't find anything on your property, any fruit that you happen to have around the house will work as well. If you have oranges, tangerines, persimmons, apples, those all look great on a Thanksgiving table. Let's go. We pulled the furniture and the boat up last night. It's a good thing we did. I really love the big leaves from this fig tree. I probably won't take whole branches, but I'll come back and grab some leaves. This one is a great choice too. Honestly, you can't go wrong. You're just looking for anything green. This has the purple flowers, which I love in spring, but not quite right for the Thanksgiving table. At the top of our driveway, we do have eucalyptus, these big tall ones. I just noticed this. This is amazing. Definitely need to use some of this. They're all wet, so I got soaked. I went completely blank on the name of this tree. We have them all over the property. They grow really well here in the heat. These are all the suckers that grow up from the bottom, so I know my husband won't mind me trimming. That dark orange tree is a buckeye tree. Go see what I can find. I just have to stop and look at the river. This is my happy place. Oh, there's my first one. These are so pretty. I'm gonna go check for pine cones and then go in because it's raining harder. The leaves are absolutely beautiful. And if you don't want to strip anything off the tree, just look around on the ground. Usually I can find at least 2 or 3 pine cones, but I don't see any. You know, I did see a few down by the driveway. Oh, there's one. I'm wondering if my grandkids got to them first. I knew I saw the pine cone somewhere. Everything is soaked from the rain. I'm gonna put these out on a towel and Give them a chance to dry off just a bit. Pine cones. You wouldn't have to do this if it was dry. And also, if you're not using a tablecloth, if you're using a tablecloth, you definitely want to make sure this stuff is dry. It took me about 15 minutes to gather everything and dry stuff off and dry myself off. I'm going to go through all the options for layers for your table. First of all, do you want a tablecloth? I use tablecloths a lot. I really do love white, but I think this year I just want the rustic table to show through. So again, it's about what you have. Do you have a table that you don't love? Well, then cover it up. The next layer would be a table runner. I have 3 choices. Now, you don't use a runner over a tablecloth. So if I'm going to do a plain table, I might want to use one of these. Because I'm going to use so many leaves and other things, I don't know that I want something that's very busy like the floral or the stripe, but something like this might be perfect because it's not going to compete with the things I'm putting on display. I think just to make it simple this year, I'm not going to use a tablecloth or a runner. And this is what I want you to know. It doesn't have to be fancy. This can be so simple and it's still going to be beautiful. All right, next is our greens that we're going to put down the entire length of the table. After layering all the different leaves, I put on the pine cones and the buckeyes. And again, this is where you could use your fruit, apples, persimmons, oranges. The next layer is your dishes. Do you want to use chargers or not? I got these at the dollar store. So I have a set of white, I have a set of gold. During the decluttering challenge, I almost got rid of the white. I was right on the edge, but I hung on to them. It really depends on if you have room. This happens to be an exceptionally narrow table, so it's really tricky to fit a charger on each side. So I'm gonna skip the chargers this year and just do plates. Now, I've been collecting white plates for years. That's our normal dinnerware, and they're all different. I just pick them up at thrift stores whenever I see a random white plate, and I have a giant stack of them. White always works. Now, even if you didn't have white or clear, whatever you have, use that. This summer, we used all of my blue transferware. You can put down whatever you have, and it's gonna look great with this centerpiece. Now for me, I have Johnson Brothers Friendly Village. I've collected these since I was a teenager. My grandma got me started and she'd give me a place setting every Christmas. We have 10 this year for our Thanksgiving meal. Now, I love to use cloth napkins. I think they're really classy and it's nice to have for a special meal, and it's one small load of laundry. Let's go take a look at my napkins and see what I've got. I keep my linens in this dresser. They are usually weighed down and very, very heavy. So I've got all sorts of miscellaneous things. These napkins, I do try to keep track of their description and how many I have. So at a glance, I know if I have enough for the number of guests that I will have. So I told you I like white. They're almost all white. The only ones not, these are kind of a beige cut work, and these are off-white. I've actually never used these, and I think these would be really pretty since I'm not using a white tablecloth. And I have 12, so I have enough. Now, if you're using paper napkins, something like this is really cute. You can also tie a piece of twine or ribbon around your paper napkin to make it look a little fancy. Let's put these out. I've got a few choices for napkins. Now, some people say that you shouldn't put a napkin on a plate, but sometimes I do it because I just think it looks cool. And it's easy to grab. You don't have to pull it out from under the silverware. Now, this is a standard, basic table dressing. The knife curves in towards the plate, spoon on the outside. Now, if you had a dessert spoon, it could go to the side or up at the top along with a dessert fork. And if you had a salad fork, it would go on the outside. You work from the outside in. But this is your basic just fork, knife, and spoon. Now, if you are going to place a napkin under the fork, that is the proper spot on the left. I'm going to try these little wicker napkin rings. I actually got these at Aldi when they were on clearance last year. So putting them in, and I'm gonna set it on the plate. I think that looks really sweet. I'm gonna go with that. You might want to consider place cards. Often people like to kind of set it up deciding where each person should sit, and you certainly can do that. There's tons of ideas online for different ways you can do place cards. When I was a kid, that was always assigned to me as kind of a craft and a job to make up the place cards for everyone, and it was a lot of fun. So it's definitely a project you can give your kids. I am going to add candles. I've got two choices. I've got basic votives, and I just put tea lights in there, arrange them down the table, really easy. But I think I want to use these brass candlesticks. I have a collection of all different ones. I'm going to go ahead and try the brass. Now I think this looks awesome even without candles if you didn't have any. And now I'm realizing that if I had put the candles down first and all the foliage around it, that probably would have been easier. I will probably let these taller candles burn down a bit so that they match the older candles I have. But this is what I had on hand, so this is what I'm using. I literally had no plan until I started filming. I showed you step by step exactly what I did. You can't mess this up. There's no wrong way to do it, and there are so many options. I went through all those elements with you, so pick and choose what works for you. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have an amazing day of reflection and gratitude. The Lord has been so incredibly good to me, and I truly am grateful and looking forward to celebrating. Thank you so much for watching my video, for being a part of the Peaceful Home. I'm grateful for you.